Our sister station, MeTV, is getting ready to debut a new series next week called Collector's Call.
The show will introduce viewers to some of the biggest collectors of pop culture memorabilia in the country, and it's hosted by Lisa Whelchel from The Facts of Life.
Lisa, this morning we are joined by her to learn a little more about the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us a little bit about some of the collector's items that you've come across and you've seen as you prepare to host this show.
Wow, there's so many, and they're so varied. Everything from Wizard of Oz to Winnie the Pooh to guitar collections, television props, presidential collections, video games. It's just all across the gamut, and they're all fascinating. Whether there's something I already knew about or something I knew nothing about, I learned so much.
And Lisa, tell us a little bit more about the concept of the show, which debuts Sunday, by the way, on April 7th. What can viewers expect to see?
Well, I travel the country and I find collectors that have huge collections, and then I interview them. I find out about the collections, how they got started. You always have a handful of really unique and fascinating pieces. And then I also bring an expert in who appraises their collection, while also the twist is we bring in an elusive item that they've had on their wish list and offer it in trade. The problem is they have to trade it for something of equal value, and it's fascinating to see whether they make the trade, even though they want something so badly, to give up something they already have, because each of these pieces means so much to these collectors, and each has a story.
That's right. And did any particular piece stand out to you? I know Harry Potter books is one of the collector's items, Winnie the Pooh trinkets. Did anything stand out to you?
Oh, so many things, yeah. I'll have to say probably the fact that this one gentleman had, in his home, he had the prop telephones from I Love Lucy, Dick Van Dyke, and the Andy Griffith Show, which, of course, what I'm discovering is so many of these collectibles are meaningful because they harken back to a time in the collector's own childhood, which is the same reason why seeing those items meant so much to me. But in another room, he had a presidential collection, which included locks of hair from George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and John Kennedy. So, of course, I had to add a lock of Blair hair to that collection.
Oh, so fun. And speaking of Blair, Lisa, so many of you know, or so many of us know and loved you as Blair on The Facts of Life. And I know you did some movie work after that. What's it like to play host now? Is it a fun new role?
It really is. I forget the camera's there because I'm just so genuinely fascinated by these collectors. And of course, anybody who collects something to that depth is going to be a character within themselves. And so I'm a life coach now, and I got into it because I'm so curious about people. So this was just right up my alley.
Mm-hmm. What would you say are some of your favorite memories of The Facts of Life?
You know, I think generally just the fact that I remember we actually had so much fun working together. It was not fake. We weren't acting when it came to the relationships that we had off the set.
And are you still in touch with a lot of the cast members, Lisa?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We are in touch quite often. And now with social media, Nancy McKeon just now joined social media. So it's been really fun because, like other people, we get busy, even though whenever we get together, it's just like old times. But it's nice to be able just to post on each other's Instagram and Twitter and Facebook pages as well to keep in touch.
Yeah.
Sure. Nice to hear that you guys still get together as well. Wow.
And happy anniversary, by the way, 40 years since the start. Hard to believe. It's aging a lot of us, but you haven't aged a bit.
Premiered. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it started in 1979, I think you were about to say.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, we're so excited, Lisa, to see you in this new role and have you on our sister station, MeTV.
Are you really from Texas?
Yeah, MeTV is amazing anyway, and it's really fun because they've put together Lisa's Call, which is a little mini marathon before Collector's Call premieres on Sunday night. So I'm having all my kids and their significant others over because they haven't watched The Facts of Life since they were tiny. So this is going to be fun for all of us.
Oh, so great.
That's great. All right. Well, thank you so much, and good luck with the show.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.